Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tatiana. I'm a fashion photographer and stylist. In today's video we will be talking about the differences between petite modeling and the regular modeling. And this is the first video in the series about petite modeling in general. I've been getting so many DMs from girls asking if they can become a model if they're not tall, if they don't fit into modeling industry standards. So I've decided to create a series of videos explaining everything and getting you a lot of information about this topic. So let's just start this video. This is the first one from this series. And I would like to start with the terms. What is professional modeling or regular modeling, let's say it like this, and who are the fashion models? The fashion models are usually get signed with a modeling agency, and this agency is called a mother agency. Of course they can work freelance, but I will be talking about the most common scenario. And the mother agency is usually looking for other contracts for the models abroad, and they're getting signed with the other agencies abroad through their mother agency. So models are represented in different countries, in different continents by various modeling agencies. Being a regular fashion model means that this model is highly requested in every fashion market, in every modeling market. If you don't know what it is, I have a video explaining everything about it, please check it out. And models can be booked for any type of job, like runway, catalogs, lookbooks, just everything. They can do every type of job. Of course, there are different types of model looks, and some models are more successful in Asian fashion markets, for example. The others are more successful in European markets and in US, but still, in general, these models can do the majority of jobs. They can be booked for most of the jobs, and they're highly requested for those jobs. And here comes the first difference between regular models and petite models. If you're a petite model, you most likely be working in local fashion market or in Asia, where the industry standards and requirements aren't that strict, and most of the clients don't mind the models being not that tall. Continuing talking about the basics, petite modeling is more commercial type of modeling. There rarely be high fashion works, and it's more down-to-earth modeling, where the clients are looking for models who are more like the majority of people, the types of looks that can be seen on the street, or the certain look. They're looking for a certain look for a certain job. When it comes to petite modeling, you can explore such jobs as beauty and jewelry shoots. For this kind of jobs, you need to have a beautiful face or some certain facial features that client is looking for, and clear skin. And you don't have to be tall to do a beauty shoot, obviously. Of course, there's such thing as part modeling, where, for example, the client only needs your hands or your legs or anything like that. And also the popular jobs for petite models is the accessory shoots and the shoots of some ethnic clothes, for example, hijab modeling and modeling for some Indian clothing brand, some ethnic clothes, and also the sport. Many gyms, many classes, fitness classes are looking for models who are more fit, and they don't often look for the models that are perfect, because most of the people going to the gym are looking for someone they can relate to. So these were the basics, and I would say this was all the first difference and the main difference between regular modeling and petite modeling. And the next difference is that the petite models, they mostly work in local markets. So if you're from US or European Union, you are really lucky, because there are located the primary fashion markets, and you have much more chances to be successful if you're there, if you have an ability to work there, if you have some kind of visa, if you're a student there. And also, petite models can be successful in Asian fashion markets, but only if they have exceptional facial features, because Asian markets also prefer to book models who are higher than 172 centimeters. So if you're shorter than 168, but you have facial features that works for Asian fashion markets, Asian modeling markets, then you can work in Asia, and it's an opportunity for you to try modeling there. And also, if you have a student visa or some kind of the visa that allows you to work in certain country, of course you can try modeling there, you can try being a freelancer there, especially when it comes to Asian countries. In other cases, you need to try your best in local markets, build connections, find new connections, and start working there if it's really your passion. The third difference between regular modeling and petite modeling is that, as I mentioned before, most of the fashion models are represented by modeling agencies and have their mother agencies. And most of the petite models work freelance and are rarely represented by modeling agencies. If you're a petite model, most likely you will have to attend some open castings, open calls, and try to build those connections by yourself, try to build your client database. You can also find some jobs via your friends, and just in general try to connect to as many people as possible, and this way you will be able to start working regularly and successfully. To start successfully working, petite models need to have a strong portfolio. It's really hard to get booked without having a strong portfolio, especially if you're working freelance. And I've been talking about modeling portfolio in some of my videos. Please check them out. There are some really helpful advices there for you, especially if you're going to build it by yourself and going to plan everything by yourself. And when it comes to building a portfolio, sometimes and most of the times it means investments. Of course, you can do everything for free. There's always this kind of option, some collaborations. But if you would like to start your career quickly and more successful, then I suggest you to invest in good pictures, in booking a good professional photographer. And the difference between petite models and regular models here is that the regular models don't have to invest in their portfolio first. They only need to take their digitals and send them to the modeling agency. And if you are going to apply to the agency and you're a model whose measurements are good for modeling, if you fit into industry standards, then if someone's asking for money before getting you signed, and if someone's forcing you to do something for money, to attend some modeling school or anything like that, then it's most likely a scam. So the regular models getting signed with an agency because they fit into the standards. And only after signing with an agency, they start to build their portfolio, having test shoots and everything. So as you can see, being petite model is harder at so many points and it takes many efforts, but it doesn't mean that you can't succeed, that you can't become a model if you're not tall. The industry has been changing. More people want to see more realistic bodies, more realistic people when they look at the advertisement, when they look at the brands, campaigns and everything. So there are more chances for petite models comparing to like 5-10 years ago. There are much more models who are petite. Please like, comment and subscribe. It really helps me a lot, and I will see you in my next videos.